What's up everyone, Kawaii here, and welcome to my playthrough of Grisaia Phantom Trigger Volume 8. This is part 11 of my Grisaia Phantom Trigger Volume 8 playthrough series. If you haven't seen the other 10 parts, or if you'd like to see my playthroughs to Volumes 5 through 7, you click the playlist link in the description down below. But yeah, we're going to pick up where we left off back in part 10, so without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so last time where we left off. Yuki got stuck in a wall. And we see a little bit of the higher up, more of the higher up side of the TFA, more great Renum moments, and Patrick is still alive for some reason. So, and he's not met this little boy named A-kun, or A. So, yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing what else this story has in store for Patrick, since he's somehow not dead. But yeah, now we're back to Toka, so let's see what Toka has to say. Here we go. Yeah, for pretty much Toka's whole life, like, shooting a rifle, that's the only thing she's ever known. Sniping is pretty much her whole life. Well, to be fair, you were just a kid back then. Like, you definitely didn't have as much experience and, like, maturity as you have now. Probably need years of experience as a sniper before you can just eat. Like I said, you were still a kid back then. Interesting. Yeah, unfortunately, some of the True Tech TFA clearly didn't get the memo that you're supposed to prioritize the safety of your own troops. Especially considering the fact that that's not what we've seen in the TFA side. I mean, you got Corporal Donnie Brown slitting one of his men's throat. Of course, them fighting over a bottle of water. Yeah, no, it's... yeah. Basically what I'm trying to say is, I guess it's not surprising that they would abandon their own comrades. You think so? They punish them. Run away?
だからトーカ先輩はレナ殿に絡まれるといつも逃げるのでありますね。
めぐみ、それ以上私に近寄らないで。
どうしてでありますか。自分はそんなにうざいでありますか。
そうじゃなくて、ごめん、私チラ見踏んじゃったわ。
Oh shit. I did hear a click.
自分は地雷女扱いでありますか。
だからそうじゃなくて、本物の地雷を踏んじゃったかも。
え？
一瞬だけど足の裏にカチって感触が。
Oh, that's... Oh shit.
自分が確かめるであります。
How are you gonna confront...
来ないで。次元式の雷管だったら二人とも吹っ飛んじゃうわよ。
どうするでありますか。自分は一体何をすれば。
とにかく落ち着きなさい。いつ爆発するかわからないから、あなたは近づかないで。いい？
Oh no. Last thing we need is for Toka to turn into like Lieutenant Dan with no legs.
はいであります。
いい。地雷を踏んでしまった。もしくは踏んでしまったかもしれないといった場合には、
Okay.
行動が考えられるわ。1、救助を要請して専門の処理班に対処してもらう。2、靴底をナイフで慎重に切り離して脱出する。3、一か八か勢いよく横
Cut the sole of your shoe and escape.
この3つよ。
How...
救助を要請しようにも通信がすべて途絶状態であります。それにもし要請できたとしてもすぐそこまで敵が迫っている状況では間に合うかどうか。
Yeah, but Haruto did have them restored temporarily, or is it down again?
そう。すぐそこに敵が迫っているという条件が加わると、のんびりと靴底を
That's true
履いている
too.
余裕もないってわけ。となると、残された手段は
Oh, a leap of faith, I guess.
それはあまりにも危険であります。
What option does he have? Does she have?
大丈夫よ。地雷なんて敷設された半年も経てば約半数が作動しなくなるって言われてるし、もし作動したとしても足が犠牲になるだけで生き残る確率が7割だそうよ。
But what if you land on another landmine?
全然大丈夫じゃないであります。山で足を負傷することは死を意味するであります。それでは助かっても意味がないであります。
Well, Toka should still have a little bit of plot armor left in her, so she should be okay, right?
こうしている間にも敵はこちらを狙っているの。理解しなさい。議論している時間もないのよ。
待って、動かないでください。お願いです。
いや、区長、あなたキャラ忘れてるわよ。
Not really.
とにかく早まらないでほしいであります。靴底を剥ぐ時間が必要だというのであれば自分がその時間を作るであります。
Yeah, but considering that, I mean, I guess you could do that, but unless you're fucking like Jesse James or Annie Oakley up in that bitch, I don't think you'll be able to take all of them on just by yourself.
どうやって？
I mean, you guys already should know by now that there's like multiple enemies, right? I mean, that's what at least that's what you guys are theorizing.
自分の荷物を全部置いていくであります。使えるものは全て使って脱出してください。
あなたはどうするのよ。どこへ行く気？
ステアと弾を持っていくであります。自分が敵を引きつけている間になんとか脱出を。
Oh, what if you step on a landmine too?
待ちなさい、めぐみ。行ってはダメ。戻りなさい、めぐみ。
Oh shit.
地雷と一緒にドジを踏んだ自分のミスで後輩に尻拭いを強いた。最悪だわ。これでもしあの子が死んだら私が生き残っても悔いしか残らない。
This is such a sucky situation because Toka stepped on a landmine. We don't know when it's gonna explode or how it's gonna explode. Maggie ran out somewhere, even though there could be tons of other landmines scattered across the field. And there's probably multiple enemies surrounding them. So... fuck. Please, you two, survive! Survive!
大体めぐみ、あなた子供を撃てるの？
Oh, that's true. She hesitated to shoot Patrick. Even though the age gap between them is not too far off. I cannot, like... If she meets someone younger than Patrick, I don't know if she could pull the trigger. Ah, Toka has a point. Well, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But speaking of Patrick, when I woke up, I found myself surrounded by a group of children, all looking down at me like I was some kind of strange curiosity. Their skin was dark with filth, and they smelled of gunpowder. Their faces were round and swollen, the white of their eyes a cloudy yellow. Several of them had bloated stomachs. Their arms and legs, thin and brittle as dry branches, formed a shocking contrast with their round bellies. They reminded me of the hungry ghouls you hear about in folk legends. In fact, they really creeped me out. It's now been 10 days since I started living with the kids in their little forest. The hell? Only some of them are able to understand language, albeit poorly. Even fewer are able to read or recognize numerals. Many of them communicate without words, making a variety of throaty sounds to convey meaning. So these are. So I'm guessing, like, just judging by Patrick's description, I'm already thinking that these are probably kids whose parents got killed, like, at a very young, like, when the kids were, like, very young, and they've probably survived on their own or with some sort of guardian. Like, maybe they were raised by wolves or something. Or maybe they were just surviving on their own for the past, like, 10 years. And all the language and some of the basic human functions are self-taught. The ones who are able to speak treat me like I'm some sort of sage, begging me to teach them words and reason. My values and sensibilities are meaningless to these forest children. All they want is the practical wisdom necessary to survive from day to day. In regular society, it's common to distinguish between what's necessary and what's not, and then to dispose of the latter. Here, those decisions are made incredibly quickly, using strict criteria. These kids have little concept of tomorrow. They tend to replace the word with someday. For example, when they wanted to pick up something again the following day, they might say, "We will continue this someday." That's probably because there is no guarantee that they will live to see tomorrow. Surviving each day as it comes is their only priority. It's now been 14 days since I came to the forest. It's starting to feel increasingly inconvenient that the kids don't have names. When distinguishing between themselves and others, they mostly just use personal pronouns, I and you. When a conversation involves more than two people, they'll say I and you guys. It's similar to the army, where orders are directed at you as the holder of a rank. Here, for example, the title babysitter means the kid who looks after the group's youngest. When I told them how inconvenient that was, they didn't seem to understand why. But they also didn't want to go against me, as I have been giving the title of teacher, supreme expert on all matters apparently. So I devised a naming system simple enough for them to understand. Decided to give them names in alphabetical order, starting with whoever had survived the longest. For example, if the oldest kid were A, Alpha, the next could be B, Bravo, the next one C, Charlie, and so on. Currently, there are 11 kids in this little community. The youngest is K, Kilo, who was entrusted to us on the night of the last full moon. I don't know why little kids, babies even, are being abandoned in this forest, but these forest children appeared to follow a set of common rules. Okay, yeah, so they're all kids, like, abandoned by their parents or their guardians. And they probably did, like, have to survive on their own their entire life. There are 3 basic rules. The first, you must protect this forest. They are to eliminate any intruders as fast as possible and protect this holy land of God. They believe that if they protect their sanctuary, they will someday be led to a land of eternal peace. The second rule is, you must protect each other. God sometimes entrusts a new baby boy to the inhabitants of the forest, and they must work together to protect and raise them. The third rule is, you must not die. Life in the forest is sometimes extremely harsh. If unable to endure such hardship, you try to escape through an early death, you're said to face the unimaginable torments of hell. I can't help but feel that these 3 rules are based on the calculations that grown-ups make on the assumption that there's a formula you can follow if you want to live in peace. That strikes me as childishly naive. Even peaceful protesters can trigger conflicts. It seems that the kind of grown-ups who demand explanations but never agree with anything they're told are the root of many evils. I can agree with that. They never reflect on their own actions. They're always convinced that what they're doing is just and will eventually result in peace, even if they are stealing, destroying, and killing. Yep, it's just like the old adage that every villain in a story thinks they're the good guy, like in their own mind. Well, at least most villains. It doesn't matter what rules society imposes on them, what morals or laws. They only ever work for the ideals they've alighted on themselves. Whatever their intentions, I'm certain that there are people supporting these children from behind the scenes, pretending to be their god. So there's somebody out there that does care for them and are taking care of them in a way. One of the kids asked me if I could read, and well, when I said that I could, the kid who goes by A handed me an old notebook. The yellow pages are in poor condition, creased and torn, as if chewed at by insects. The pages are filled with what seem to be diary entries, all of them written by the community's previous teacher. Since it's a diary, there is no profile of the writer, nor any other form of introduction. I can only guess what kind of person they may have been. From the text, though, I get the impression that they had good intentions. Shit.
日記だね、これは。日記とは何か？その日に起きた出来事や思ったことを記しておくものだよ。作業法のようなものか。
Yeah, basic, kind of like that.
作業法？作業法というのはその日に終了した仕事を報告するものだ。
So you know what a mission report is, but you don't know what a diary is. Interesting.
ああ、作業法のことか。日記というのはそういうのとも違って仕事以外のことも書く。
Damn. Now that I think about it, yeah. Mission reports are basically like professional diaries. Upon hearing my answer, A's eyes glaze over and he looks at the ceiling. It seems that this is his thinking expression, the face he makes when he's confused. Also, why is it still going by A? I thought we agreed that it's Alpha. His name is Alpha. At least that's what Patrick decided to go with, right?
日記というのは基本的には人に見せるものじゃないんだ。ではなぜ書くの？忘れないためかな。何を？楽しかったこととか辛かったこと、悲しかったこと。
Yeah, even though I've never kept like a diary or anything like that, I'm guessing the reason people do that is because, you know, like it's better to like just write down your thoughts and like vent through writing instead of like keeping them all in your head, I guess. Which makes sense. Honestly, for me personally, like even though I don't have a diary, like I do remember things a lot better if I write them down.
楽しいことを記しておけば後で読み返した時に楽しい気分になるし、辛いことも悲しいことも過去を振り返って反省することができるからだよ。
何の意味がある？反省とは何か？
反省っていうのは成長の過程かな。
意味がわからん。
Aeon folds his arms and slaps his knees. A gesture I've noticed him making when he's struggling to understand or accept something. I've seen him do it many times during our conversations.
とにかくだ。貴様が新しい先生だ。私たちを神の家へと導くがいい。
House of God.
そう言われてもな。僕にだって帰るべき家があるわけで。
I was supposed to die on the battlefield that day. Yeah, why? That's still the question that's been left unanswered. How did you end up here? Why are you not dead? I'm guessing it's the kids that saved them. Like maybe the kids like found them dead and they decided to save him on a whim. But like I said, it's still very unclear the circumstances of his survival. But these kids saved me and I survived. And now that I've survived, there's plenty that I need to do for my own sake. But these kids saved my life. I can't possibly ignore their needs. They saved me. Wait a minute.
そもそもどうして僕を助けたんだ？
They consider this land their sanctuary, and it's off limits to intruders. There must have been some reason they allowed me inside.
我々が助けたわけではない。神が貴様を助けたのだ。
どういうこ
これを見ろ。
Oh! So it looks like the helmet really did block the bullet.
貴様が被っていた鉄棒だ。銃弾が擦過した跡があるだろう。
A points his finger at the small but deep scratch etched in the metal.
射入角はほぼ正面。おそらく貴様は被弾の直前に足を滑らせ、後ろに転倒するところに着弾したのだろう。
Ooh. Just like that scene in Pulp Fiction where Vincent Jules didn't get hit by the dude with the magnum, and Jules calls it divine intervention or some shit like that. He holds the helmet up with his left hand and mimics the trajectory of the bullet with his right. So yeah, I kind of figured.
足を滑らせたことで、わずかに傾いた鉄棒は。
Damn, so he understands. So he understands physics, or basic physics and bullet trajectory, but he doesn't understand much of anything else.
おそらく 6.7 ミリだな。特殊な弾だ。7.62 ミリだったら貫通していただろう。
Yeah, Patrick is lucky. When A's words, accompanied by various hand gestures, finally sink in, I'm horrified. The bullet grazes deep. The remaining sheet of metal is so thin that I can pierce it with my fingernail. The bullet must have hit the center of the helmet dead on. If I hadn't had that helmet, or if the ammo had been stronger, if the angle of impact had been slightly lower, thinking about it, I survived because of a series of coincidences. How many of those girls died because of an equally unlikely series of unfortunate coincidences? What was the difference between those girls and me? What does it mean? The difference in our fates, the little coincidences in which we met.
神だ。貴様は神に生かされたのだ。人は神の許可なく死ぬことはできない。神に役目を与えられた者は特にである。
Well, if it was God, then he's still a dick for not saving those girls. Those innocent girls.
神に役目を。
A nods deeply in response, his arm still folded across his chest.
それが先生である。死を乗り越えた者は、死を乗り越えた者にしか見えぬものが見えるようになると、前の先生もおっしゃっていた。そしてそのものの教えこそが価値のあるものだということを我々は知っている。
そんなこと言われたって。
I'm just a spineless coward. When something bad happens, I always run away. I keep making excuses why I can't deal with it. Maybe I'm just that afraid of being betrayed. What could I possibly teach
貴
others?
様が立派な人間である必要はない。知恵とは立派な人間にだけ学ぶものではない。結局は自分自身。誰に学ぶかではなく、どう学ぶか。
Wow. Don't need to be a great person. Wisdom can be taught by anyone, learned by anyone. Doesn't matter from who we learn, but how we learn. Wow! This kid is spitting. For someone that doesn't know what a diary or a reflection is, he is spitting.
時には野に咲く小さな花に学び、名もなきような小さな虫にも学ぶ。学ぶだけでは意味がない。その教えをどう生かすかが重要である。
God damn, I could write like a book or a compilation of all the great quotes that we've seen throughout the Grisaia series. Like all the pieces of dialogue that could actually be good life advice. Good life mottos. Ah, man, that's what I love about this series, man. That's one of the things I love about this series.
って先生が言ってた。
Because it has some real shit sometimes. Has some very smart dialogue.
いかにも
Okay, well that's probably why. That's probably where it came from. He probably didn't make it up on his own. But still, A here is still spitting facts. The boy huffs at me haughtily, almost as if he's the teacher and I'm the unwilling student. From the pages of the diary left by the previous teacher, I've garnered that the writer was a former serviceman who was also saved by the kids of the forest. Perhaps that's why A talks so curtly, almost like a soldier.
何を迷うことがある。先生になれば誰からも尊敬されるのだぞ。
そうは言ってもな。
わかっている。前の先生もそうだった。捨てきれない何かがあるのだな。
それは。
何が気になる。大切なものがあるのか。貴様は何を残してきた。
His words spur me to think. Why do I feel like I want to go home? What do I have left? My family? What can I do for them by myself at this point? It's too late for that. By the time this war has come to an end, I'm sure they will have found a new path in life. Will they still need me then? The answer is no. This may sound cold, but when I left my family to work that hyena job with Bruno, I honestly felt liberated. If I don't need my family, then I'm sure they don't need me. The only thing they might notice if I'm gone is that they're getting less money. And once this war is over, my job won't exist anymore either. If I can't send them any money, I'm completely useless to them. In the end, I ran away from TFA as well. An unpleasant electronic noise interrupts my thoughts. It seems to be coming from the portable radio, left dangling from the rusty nail on the pillar. The other boy stands up so fast I could barely follow his movement with my eyes. He grabs the radio off the pillar and presses the PTT button.
私だ。
Who are you talking to? He answers the call like any arrogant kid his age might. It makes me chuckle a little. But when I catch the words coming from the speaker, my smile immediately disappears. Uh-oh, we lost a child. Hearing these words, A bites his lower lip.
侵入者はどうした。排除したのか。
Oh shit! Is that Toka Megami? I think that's Toka Megami.
武器を手にしているのだろう。
だが軍人ではない。見たこともない人間
Shit, now I'm wondering, are all these kids boys? Because if so, then this might be the first time they've ever seen a girl. Or maybe he says, or maybe B says that because they've never seen, like a young soldier with like a schoolgirl uniform. Maybe he's just, or maybe he said that because he's just not familiar with Mihama's, like, uniform. Whew. That's quite a furious looking face we got here from A. Oh. Oh god, Megami, please be safe. Toka, please be safe. A must feel pressured by the way I'm starting to panic. He immediately blurts out, "Wait!" in the radio.
なんであるか。侵入者の排除は何よりも優先され、速やかに実行する必要がある。
戦っているのか。
相手が何もしなければ、こちらも何もしない。相手が森を出ていくのを待つだけだ。
待て、とにかく待ってくれ。もしかしたら相手が悪いかもしれない。
どういう意味か、明確に答えよう。
それは。
How do I explain? Where do I even start? How do I tell them that the enemy is the government, the will of the people, this very country?
とにかく、うかつに手を出しちゃいけない相手なんだ。
Don't fuck with the kids at sword. Patrick doesn't know it, but he knows it. If that makes any sense.
相手の力は大きい。目の前の敵を排除しても、すぐに倍の数で次が来る。倒せば倒すほど敵は増える。そういう敵なんだ。
だからなんだ。
下手に争わないで、話し合いで解決すべきだ。
それは無理な話だ。
どうして？
先に先生を殺したのはあいつらだ。やられたらやる。奴らがやらなければ我々もやらなかった。一度敵意を向けてきた者は何度でも向けてくる。
そんなことは
ないと言い切れるのか。
それは
一度でも敵意というカードを切った者は札が軽くなる。話し合いの最中であっても都合が悪くなればすぐに敵意のカードを切る。違うのか。
I don't need A explaining this to me. The vast majority of people I've met in my life have acted like that. It's difficult to restore a relationship of trust once you make a mistake in the early stages. These kids don't have the ability to spend years building up the relationship of trust with an enemy vastly more powerful than them. Maybe fighting back is the only way they know how to survive.
それでもそこで我慢するのが人間で、我慢できるのが人間の理性なんじゃないのか。
Yeah, that's the funny thing about trust. It's like it's not easy to build. It's not easy to build trust, but it's very easy to break it. And it's also very hard to restore it once you break it.
我慢。それは辛抱せよという意味か。そうだ。それはいつまでだ。どれだけ我慢すればいい。簡単に敵意のカードを切るような相手と我々はどれだけ我慢すれば理解し合える。
I draw in a deep breath. That's a good question. For how long do we need to remain patient? We know that the enemy won't hesitate to attack, so doesn't it weaken our position to bear with it, and refrain from fighting back? If we let our guards slip for even a moment, they could snuff us all out in the blink of an eye.
我慢できなくなるまで我慢すれば何かいいことがあるのか。だったらそんな我慢など最初からするな。無駄でしかない。
けど逆らうだけ無駄な相手だっている。
ならば潔く戦って死ぬべきだ。
無駄死にじゃないか。
無駄生きよりはマシだ。
A's work struck a chord with me. If you're surviving simply because you haven't tried any other options, if you haven't accomplished anything in life, then the most you could say is that you're not dead. Your life is otherwise absolutely meaningless. That sounds exactly like me.
どうして君たちはなぜ戦うんだ。
Because it's the only thing they know how to do.
そうするべきであり、それが正しいからだ。神に与えられたこの森が我々を育て、この森には
It's the only thing that they're good
我々
at.
の全てがある。そして我々にはこの森以外には何もない。だから戦う。だから守る。この小さな森こそが我々自身だからだ。
Ah, man. The situation that these kids are in, it's very depressing. Because not only were they abandoned, like, at a very, very, very young age, but these kids basically have nothing. They don't even have good clothes. Like, all they have is, like, the forest that they had to raise themselves in, and each other. That's it. And this makeshift, rusty ass looking, dirty ass, messy ass shelter. That's literally the only thing they have. The only reason they fight. That's, I mean,
戦わずに
they don't have the luxuries
生きていくことが
other kids
できない。
have and should have. A shakes his head dismissively as if to say that I don't get it at all.
人が武器を手にしなくてもいいのは神のそばにいる時だけだ。神のそばにいれば武器などなくても問題は起きない。神が全て解決してくれる。しかし神との距離が離れ、常に神を思い畏敬する念を忘れる者は多い。そしてそういった者は常に神の教えを洗脳と決めつけ、神から与えられた役目から逃げ出す。
君の言う役目とは
Fighting, I
生きるこ
guess.
とである。
Or to live. Don't fight if you don't want to die. That's only common sense. But there are times when you have no option but to fight. Everyone has to endure the occasional inconvenience in their life. There's a limit, though, to the amount of hardship one person can bear. As the Joker says, all it takes is one bad day. As AA's name suggests, he's a child who has to live in the forest the longest. He holds the highest rank. He believes that's the natural order of things, and that he's doing what's right. Me? I've spent my whole life running away like a loser. I don't have any right to boss him around. I even tried to run away from my family, using the excuses that I hate most. I have no choice. There's nothing I can do.
納得したか、先生。
そうだな。
Patrick's kind of having like a Takemichi dilemma right here. Like this whole time he's been running away from his problems when really he should find a time where he has to confront them head on. Because if you keep running away from your problems, then things are not going to get better for you. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I've been given another choice. Okay. So we have two drastically different choices here. One is Patrick gives in is the top option if we want to fight. If we want to survive, we have to fight. So in other words, I guess Patrick just gives in and he helps them fight. Or I still think we should stop fighting. In other words, Patrick doesn't want to fight. Doesn't want to help them fight. He still wants to be patient, I guess. He still wants to run away from his problems. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards the second choice. because I'm afraid that if I pick the first choice, and there's a bigger chance that Toka and Megami will die. And I mean, but then again, I like Patrick, and I do kind of want to see some character development for him, where he does confront his problems. But his problems right now seem to be, as of right now, Toka and Megami. And I don't want him to. I'm not sure if I want to see him confront that particular problem. So that's just my theory, though. I don't know, because I don't know if my choices will actually lead to the deaths of those two or not. Like, if I choose this, I don't know if Toka Megami will actually die. But maybe, maybe something good will come out of this choice, but I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna save this for now.
セーブしちゃうよ。
Yeah, let's just save that first. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with the second choice, and I'm just gonna see where this goes. I'm interested in seeing what happens when Patrick just decides to stay behind.
それでも戦ってはいけない。
なぜだ。
僕は神じゃないからうまく説明はできないし、君の言い分も理解できる。でも
Natalie. The image of Natalie's little face flashes through my mind. And the other girls. Then those of Sally, Louise, Melissa, Lorraine, Ashley, Charlene, Alma, Irma. I remember each of them. I remember how I tried to escape with them from the battlefield without fighting. They all died as a result of my decisions. Keep on running away and you'll only prolong your suffering. If we're all going to be killed anyway, maybe the boys are right. Maybe it's better to fight until the end. No, that's not right. I would just be running away from my earlier decision not to fight.
それでも戦ってはダメだと僕の心が叫んでいるんだ。戦わないという決意から逃げてはいけない。その決意から逃げるくらいなら全力で戦いから逃げるべきだ。
Woo! The kid returns my piercing glare, biting his lower lip with a troubled expression. The normal me would avert his eyes to escape Aya's glare, staring at his feet. But I'm different now.
どこへ逃げろというのかね。
どこまでもだよ。逃げると決めたらどこまでも逃げればいいんだ。
逃げた先に安住の地などない。
それこそが間違いだ。この森しか知らない。この森が世界の全てだと思ってる猟犬の狭いガキが経験に富む有識者である僕の意見を無視するなよ。
God, Patrick's VA is doing such a great job. Uh-oh. A, who looked like he was about to jump at me, lets out a deep breath and settles back on his stool, though I doubt I was able to intimidate him with my outbursts.
貴様の言い分も一理ある。
I'm surprised how quickly his attitude has changed. He pinches his earlobe between his thumb and forefinger and continues speaking in a calm tone.
貴様の言い分は何の根拠もない直感に等しい稚拙な言い分だ。だが直感というものは経験の中で生まれる言葉にできない理論であり、決して軽視していいものではないのは理解。
Did your master teach that too? Did your previous teacher teach that too?
有識者の直感とは神の啓示にも等しいのである。
僕の言葉を信じるのか。
誰の言葉も信じず 自己の考えや判断だけで行動する者には神の言葉も届かぬ。
なら戦ってはダメだという言葉も理解してもらえるか。
状況によるとしか答えられぬな。
He doesn't try to hide the reluctance on his face as he brings the radio to his mouth and presses the PTT button.
A よりイエーガーリーダーへ達する。侵入者の排除を一旦中断し、観察にてする。
Yes, don't eliminate them.
繰り返す。侵入者の排除。
Only observe. Don't shoot. Only observe.
観察にてせよ。
When A has finished speaking his message, he looks me in the eye, searching for
こ
confirmation.
れで良いのだな。
ありがとう。
礼を言われる覚えはない。先生の言葉を信じると決めたのは私だ。
それでも感謝するよ。
I wonder if I saved Toka Megami's life with that choice. I hope I did.
だが、状況が変われば話は別だ。もし敵に攻撃の意思ありと判断された場合は、当方も反撃の構えを取らざるを得ない。それでよろしいか。
その時は逃げてほしいんだけどな。
逃げた方が良いとの判断が下せる状況であれば、そうする。
そうだね。
This is the first time I've intervened in the boys' actions and tried to guide them onto another path. I'm not just a spectator in this situation anymore. Having placed a limit on their actions by telling them not to fight, it's now my responsibility to stay and confirm the results. Remembering the girls who died. I'm anxious whether the decision I've made is the right one. All I can do now is pray that it will lead to a good outcome. I can't remain a spectator forever. Ooh. And just so you guys know, I think I will. I most likely will go back and pick the other choices once I finish this visual novel. Or if a significant character dies because of my choices. In that case, yes, I will go back and choose the other choice. The other choices. All Hollow House is playing. That can actually mean a number of things.
殺すなだってよ。どないしゃってんの。ずっと見つめとけ言うんか。預からん。けど殺すな言われたら殺せんな。
Also, looks like
なんもしゃんでも、ああなってもじゃ、なんじゃかんじゃ下手に動けんな。
Also, looks like maybe I've put Patrick through some character development. He said himself that he's actually being assertive with these kids. He's not bowing down and whimpering or running away. At least that's what he says.
逃げたもう一人の方はどやんする？ジーンに任せたらいい。5人連れて行け。選抜は任せる。
Who's G? Landmine Forest.
まずは地雷を踏んだ足の重心が傾かないように慎重にしゃがむ。
Okay, now we see Toka trying to cut the soles of her shoe.
さすがに 1,2 ミリ程度傾いたところで即爆発ってことはないけれど、バランスを崩してよろけようものなら一発でアウト。幸い地雷を踏んだのは親指の付け根付近だし、これなら荷重をかけたままでもある程度は自由が利くはず。ここは焦らず、講習会で習った通りにじっくりと作業を進めていけば必ず成功する。まずは地雷のタイプの見極め。今時は踏んでもすぐに作動しない地雷なんてめったにない。おそらくは電子感圧式ではなく古典的な機械式。それも相当古い時代のものか、それらを真似して作られた粗悪品のはず。この場合、地雷にかかった圧力を変化させないようにすれば問題ない。まずはナイフで靴の側面を切り開いて そこだけ残せるようにする。この手の地雷の感圧重量は約20から30キロ。私の体重だと
Oh, yeah, no pressure, no pressure at all.
作動してしまう。まずは落ち着いて速やかに靴底を切り離したいところだけれど、こんな時ばかりは頑丈なトレッキングシューズを履いていることが恨む。
Yeah, yeah. Oof. You did not pick a good day to wear boots, Toka. It probably would have been better if you, like, wore some, like, hiking shoes or, like, sneakers or something.
森の気配が変わった。誰かいる。姿を隠してはいるけれど、誰かに見られているような気がする。
Don't panic, Toka. I chose the second choice, so they shouldn't be attacking.
しかも
They're just observing.
何人かの人の気配が。まずいわね。
Don't panic, Toka. Don't panic. Don't rush.
感覚的には約20メートル。狙撃屋にとっては鳥肌が立つ距離。
Oh man, I'm starting to feel like once again I'm starting to doubt my choice once again.
こんな距離まで近
I'm
づ
starting
く
to
こ
get
とが
that
気が
feeling.
つかなかったなんて。地雷に集中しすぎたわ。
God, man, this game really gives you anxiety when it comes to choices. Like, oh my god. The only game in the Grisaia Phantom Trigger series that gives you two drastically different choices. Choices that may actually matter. And it's already make you guess if you... It's really making you doubt if you made the right choices. Oh, man.
最悪。この距離じゃもうどうあがいたって敵の支柱じゃない。ライフルを振り回すよりハンドガンの方が確実だけど、どうして敵は近づいてきたの。殺そうと思えばもっと遠くから私を仕留められたはずなのに。何か理由があるはず。その理由さえ分かればまだチャンスはあるかも。
No, don't shoot. Don't shoot. Just worry about cutting your shoe.
複数の敵に追跡される気配があるのに殺意を感じない。わざとらしく引きつけたせいでこちらが釣りだと気づかれている。
I gotta be honest. I might be getting as anxious and nervous as they are.
だとしたらわざわざおとりの自分を追いかけてくる意味がわからない。これではまるで訓練で先輩たちに追われているのと変わらないであります。
Don't lose your nerve. Don't lose your nerve, you two. Come on. You've been through hell. You've been through worse situations than this, right? Like, you're snipers, for fuck's sake. You guys should know. You guys of all people should know not to lose your cool. You haven't done it yet, and you shouldn't do it now. You have absolutely no reason to start doing it, to start panicking.
いや、これは違うでありますね。敵の殺意が感じられないのではなく、あまりにも無邪気なのであります。捕食する気もなく、ただのお遊びでアザラシを殺すシャチのような無邪気。
But you don't sense any killing intent, and that's what matters, right? So there should be no cause for worry.
ただの好奇心や興味のために犬猫を追い回す子供のような。そういうことでありますか。
Like, even though I'm kind of doubting my choice, I don't see how the other choice could be better. Because if it was the other choice, then the kids would actually start shooting at them, and they would be in trouble. They would be in an even bigger, like, more sticky situation, right?
お遊びのつもりならやめるであります。これは子供がすることではないでありますよ。
Uh-oh.
それが返事でありますか。子供を戦争に使うとはなんと卑怯な。
Megami, your organization shouldn't talk. the people who you are working for, you shouldn't talk, Megami, because look at the people you're working for.
他人のことを非難できた立場では
Right.
ないでありますね。敵から見たソードも同じことでありましょう。これまで自分たちが散々使ってきた姑息な手を敵も使ってきたというわけで、そのツケが回ってきたということでありましょうな。とにかく今は一人でも多くの敵を引き連れて逃げるしかないであります。とはいえ周囲は暗く深い森、ましてや地雷原ともなれば身体困難を極めるこの状況でどこまで逃げ切れるか。逃げると言っても完全に巻いてしまうわけにはいかない。ある程度の距離を保ちながら逃げないと敵が追跡を諦めたらどうか先輩が危ないであります。このまま味方が展開している地域まで逃げ込むか、あるいは一旦身を隠してやり過ごし様子を見ながら発砲してあえてこちらの位置を知らせて敵を誘導するか。とはいえそもそも本気で巻こうとしたところで敵の追跡速度が違う。連中は地雷の場所を知っている。
Tripwire!
また優先は屋敷の罠であります。ここから先へは進めない。方向を変えないと。あ、これは罠だ。むしろ誘い出されたのはこっちであります。
Is that how it looked like to you? I don't know if that's your intention, but maybe they were actually leading her on.
やられた。目に見えるワイヤーはおとりであります。ワイヤーに気づいて迂回した先に仕掛けられているのが本当。
Oh shit.
単純な罠に引っかかるなんて。まるで牧羊犬に追い立てられる羊のように簡単に誘導されてしまったであります。戦え。
戦士として戦え。
That's what all of them look like?
戦士になって神様に認めてもらわないと地獄行きだぞ。
Wow, makeshift like bottle suppressors, huh?
戦え。神の敵を倒すことで。
Wait, is that a bottle?
救われる。
That bottle is almost as big as the gun itself. God damn. Also, is that a shovel handle for a stock?
戦え。こんな威嚇射撃でどうにかなるような相手じゃない。だったらこれ以上逃げるわけにはいかない。逃げればどうか先輩が襲われる。ここで迎え撃つしかないであります。それ以上近寄れば本当に当てるでありますよ。
Oh no, did I make the wrong choice?
撃つしかない。撃つしかないのに。涙が勝手に溢れてきて、引き金にかけた指に力が入らないであります。すみません、どうか先輩。やっぱり自分には
Oh.
子供は撃てないであります。
Yeah, that's what it is. She can't shoot children. Damn you, Toka. I mean, Gumi, making me.
自分はたくさんの命を奪ってきたであります。それを今更のように子供は撃てないなどというのは虫が良すぎるというのも理解できる。でも自分はこんなことをするために頑張ってきたわけではないであります。もう勝手にしろであります。好きにしろであります。もうどうにでもなれであります。一度でも子供を殺してしまえば引き金が重くなってもう何も撃てなくなってしまうであります。
Wow, we got an interesting new track playing right now. It's called Humpty Dumpty. And, well, by the sounds of this track, I think everything's gonna be just fine for making me. Okay, so I guess this is a sign that we shouldn't take this situation too seriously. Okay, so maybe I did make the right choice after all, or maybe? Well, either way, it seems like Megami is okay for now, despite apparently stepping on a landmine.
これまで散々撃ち殺しておいて、何を今さら綺麗事をと言われても構わないであります。嫌なものは嫌なのであります。イギリス人が馬肉を食べないのと同じことであります。
I'm no different from a British person refusing to eat horse meat. I don't get that analogy. I honestly do not get that analogy at all.
やれるやれないの問題ではないのであります。抵抗があるものはどうしたって抵抗があるのであります。
Oh,
や
Megami.
るぐらいならやられた方がマシであります。かかってこんかーい。あれ、誰も襲ってこない。
Yep, they're just observing.
しんと静まり返った気配の中で小さなささやき声が。
They're probably all talking amongst themselves. They all think that you're a weirdo. They're all saying like, what is this girl talking about? She's acting like a complete freak. She's a weirdo. Oh no! Oh, Megami, run, run! You did say anything to these boys after all. Oh, well, this is the boys' first experience talking to a girl. Come on, boys. You gotta interact with the opposite sex sometime. What's wrong, boys? Too scared to talk to a girl?
何のお話をしているのでありますか。
なんでんなか。えぐい声やめろや。怖がってなさるじゃろて。
本当に子供でありますね。
Seems like it.
こんな幼い子供たちが自分たちを追いかけ回していた敵の正体。自分を殺さないのでありますか。
Too big of a word for them, Megami. Try something simpler.
我々は貴様を殺害する許可を預かってはおらぬがゆえ。
Yes, do not kill. Only observe. Listen to what A says. And Patrick.
おい、お前ん軍語は通知とらんと違うか。苦手じゃ。とにかく俺たちは女の子は殺さんで。心配しやんでいい。
And who says chivalry is dead?
殺さないならどうして自分を追いかけてきたでありますか。
それはなあ、あんた
自分でありますか。
少しでよかでそういえば座らせてもらうわけにはいかんか。
Well, Megami, you did say... you did say do anything. So, this technically falls under that criteria. Hey, man. I admire these boys for seizing the opportunities. If they see an opportunity, they will seize it. I mean, to be fair, I mean, this is all part of interacting with the opposite sex, so... Looks like fighting isn't the only action that these boys will be seeing in their lives.
そいじゃて、もしかして自分のお胸をでありますか。
That's... yep.
どうもならんもんじゃろか。
そんなことを急に言われましてもでありまして。
Yep. I think I made the right choice. I think I made the right choice.
なんで声がどうかよ。ダメであります。これは大切な人にしか触らせてはいけないものであります。
Come on, let them touch your breasts, Megami. It's either that or they kill you. Make your choice.
無理を言うてはも分かっちゃうのがそこなんとか言うやつよな。
ただとは言わんよ。もし触らせてくれるなら、なんで言うこと聞いてやるでどれか。
I do want. Oh, so now they're returning the favor.
なんでも
Yeah, that's what you said to them.
二言は中が。
Man, never goes back on his.
どうがよ。ここでうまくいけば危機的状況の脱出はもとよりトウカ先輩を助けることも可能かも。いや、しかし
And if you accept his offer, do I have to put the Shotokan tag in the description of this video?
じゃあちょっとだけならよかったな。
Oh boy, here we go.
俺もよかったお前らバカズルかぞ。俺はあかんがかな。
Oh man, imagine if these boys met Rena or Maki or Yuki. Holy shit.
センシティブ。一時はどうなることかと思いきやまさかの展開。
Oh, pretty soon landmines won't be the only thing that's gonna blast.
文字通り子供のように自分の胸に飛びかかる野生児たち。そうか、子供には銃よりも母性が有効であったということだったのでありますね。ということは、トウカ先輩が危ないであります。整備の山本さん曰く、トウカ先輩は乳脂肪分の足りていないラクトアイス女。
Skim milk ice cream kind of girl? What does that even mean?
子供に対して有効な切り札である乳脂肪を持ち合わせていないトウカ先輩が非常に危険な状況であることは明白。
No?
こうしてはいられないであります。自分は押し倒された身を慌てて起こすとトウカ先輩のところ
No!
まで戻ることを子供に
You will stay here and you will let these boys touch your booba. You will let these young gentlemen
戻ったか。どやんな。
place their palms on your bosom.
殺すないう話だってえらいことてもんだわ。
Also, Oil and Smoke is playing right now, so yes, everything is going pretty well so far.
生け捕りにしたんな。見てる通りじゃ。怪我もさしとらんよ。トウカ先輩は。トウカ先輩。トウカの手はなした？箱にいるじゃん。それ以上事故でこの世を落ちすぎるで。少ないよ。
Oh, damn.
なあ、あんたからも言うてよな。俺らはなんて言ってただ女か女の子か確かめたいだけじゃってよ。
Holy shit, that is savage. Oh, if Toka, oh my god, if Toka heard that disrespect, I think she might have pulled the trigger. Holy shit. She might have like shot all of them and then killed herself or something like that. Holy shit. Woo. She'd be like, "Alright, you know what? Since you say that, fuck this. I'm putting my foot off this landmine. I'm just gonna let this landmine blow me up and you guys up." Oh my god. Kid F, if only you knew the meaning behind your words.
待ってほしいであります。女か女の子か確かめるって具体的にはどういう。 つまり自分たちをどうするつもりでありますか？
I'm not sure if that's the right question to ask, but I get your point. What does you know mean?
俺たちとどう違うか調べるんよな。
What differences?
なあ、そもそも女と女の子はどう違うんよ、実態。
Oh my gosh.
わからんから調べるんと違うのかね。
冗談じゃないわ。あんたたちの汚い手でもてあそばれるぐらいなら死ぬわ。
Right.
どうしても遊びたかったら私の死体で遊びなさいな。
どうか先輩、落ち着いてほしいであります。
めぐみ、あなた何もされてないの？
自分はお胸を少々許してしまったと言いますか。
触らせたの？
ちょっとだけであります。服の上から軽くおつまみ
A little taste of my curves.
お前ら、なんだよ、ずっこいじゃんよ。
Well, I guess it's nice to know that despite their tragic situation of them being abandoned by their parents and surviving alone in the woods, taking care of themselves, and really have nothing else other than the woods and each other. I mean, it's nice to know that they're at the end of the day that they're still boys. I guess that in a way, that's a little refreshing to learn. Because it reminds us that they're still human. They're not like wolves acting on instinct. You know, it gives them like a human element to them. Because that's what they technically are. I mean, that's what they are. They're human. Very swollen.
柔らかいの？あの手触りこそが神よ。
Divine! The man legitimately said that Megumi's bosom is a blessing from God. Megumi's boobs are heaven sent.
見たことねえ神より目の前の腫れ物よ。言うてみりゃ食えん神より食えるベーコンみたいなもんよな。
Big squishy lumps much better than God. Oh my god, Kid G has reached enlightenment. He has evolved from a little boy to a man of culture.
お前、それはガラクと違うわかい。
Blasphemy.
地獄へ行きっぞ。
Well, if he does go to hell, he'll at least go to hell happy.
触れたことないやつほどよう吠えよる。
Like I said, imagine if they met like Rena or Maki or Yuki. Like, holy shit, all them little boys would be on cloud 9.
とにかくこの子たちは悪い子じゃないであります。お胸をちょっと触らせてあげるだけで。どうか先輩には
めぐみ、あなた今何を言いかけてる？
No. What she's saying is, you barely have enough time to frame yourself in the landmine. Yeah, that's what she was gonna say. It's not anything to do with your proportions. No, of course not.
なんでもないであります。自分はそのではどうか先輩の分は自分が負担するということで、どうかこの場は穏便に。
Remember, you two, I saved your life with that second choice. The least you can do is humor these boys. Reward them.
余計なお世話だから。それに今この場をそれで切り抜けたとして、その後はあなたどうするつもり？
どうするとは？
この子たちが胸だけで満足すると思うの？
それは。
I mean, it's...
男なんて結局は自分のやりたいことを女に押し付けて、それを相手に受け入れてほしいだけなのよ。 はいはい言うこと聞いてれば調子に乗るだけよ。
That may be true for some men, but still, that doesn't change the fact that I saved your lives. I would much rather. Well, I mean, basically what I'm saying is that they might get a little greedy, but I would much rather have that than to see you two die.
そうやって生きていくしかないのが女だ。
Because I value you two.
こちらが何を言っても
That's why I decided to go with that other choice.
成長しないんだ。片付けられてしまう。私は軍っていう男性社会でそれを嫌ってほど思い知らされたわ。
そんなことは。
ないって言い切れる。
それは。でもそれではあまりにも。
卑屈すぎるって言われなくても分かってるわよ。でもね、一度こじらせると簡単には治らないのが性格ってものなのよ。
だからトウカ先輩は本当は人一番優しいくせに厳しい態度をとってみたり、素直に自分を表現することができなかったり。でもそれがトウカ先輩らしさであって、自分はそんなトウカ先輩が大好きであります。こんな形で死んでほしくないであります。
I don't want you to die either, Toka.
じゃあ聞くけど、どんな形だったら私の死は許されるわけ？
それは。
私の命は私のものよ。自分を捨ててまで生き残る気はないわ。さようなら。
Wait, 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 wait. What do you mean? What are you saying? What are you saying? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. What are you doing? Toka? Toka, don't you dare. What are you doing, Toka? What are you doing? No, 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 no. Oh, God, oh, God. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't tell me. Don't fucking tell me. I swear to God, please don't. You better not be. Don't. No, no.
嘘でしょ。
Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Same here.
トウカ先輩、それはきっと神様がまだ死ぬなって言ってるのでありますよ。
違うわよ。これは有坂先生に卵目をやらせたから。あの女、なんでちゃんとフルロードしないのよ。
So I made the right choice once again! Haha! So I did make the right choice letting Arisaka load the magazine. Woohoo! Yes!
フルロードしようとするとスプリングが硬いでありますからな。素人に詰めさせると
So that means
足りないであります。
that means that so far I am on the right track. I am on the right track. That is two right choices that I made so far. So that must mean that if I let Miss Arisaka load the pistol, but I decide to go with the first option and have Patrick tell the boys and have Patrick say I want to fight, then that would mean that most likely mean that Toka would be, well, this is what I'm guessing. I'm guessing what would happen is Toka would be in the firefight. She would run out of ammo faster than she expects, and she would be gunned down and died. However, if I decided to let Toka load the magazines instead, and if I decided for Patrick to not fight, then that means Toka would have succeeded in shooting herself in the head. and Toka would have committed suicide right then and there. So, whoo! Oh my god. Oh. This might be it. I might get the best ending if I keep going. If I keep making the right choices, then I might get the best ending on the first try, which is exactly what I want. Whew. Okay, let's continue. Well, I'm glad you didn't because you're still alive.
一発足りなかったのは確かに有坂先生による珍意であります。
My God.
けど前段打ち尽くしたのにホールドオープンしなかったのは偶然でありましょうや。
それが神のお導きだとでも。
No, it may not be God's hand, but it was definitely Arisaka's hand that I'm gonna have to thank.
そう思った方が健全であります。
Oh.
楽に死のうと思った私が甘かったのよ。銃が弾切れでも地雷から足を離
Don't
せ
you
ば。
fucking dare.
やめるであります。不発でありましょうか。
なんでよ。どうしてこうなるのよ。
So she's been panicking over nothing.
つまりはトーカ先輩はまだ死ぬべきではない。
Now that might actually be the act of God. Or the act of the writers.
話がついたんかよ。
あ、はい。
Those boys want some more of them breasts. They want some more. They want some more fondling.
女の子のことは身を預からんで、一つ聞かんてダメなんだよ。
They want some more of that snack lying in front of them.
あ、いえ、嫌いとかそういう以前に怖いというか。
怖いとや。俺らがかよ。
それを正体もわからない相手に銃を持って追いかけ回されれば誰だって。
そういえば俺らも同じことがよ。神様の山におかしかやつが入りようが、俺らが山を守りようだけがよ。それはあなたたちが無断。
まあとにかく誤解があったということで。
誤解もいそめもあらん。女の子じゃって殺さんから。とっとと山から出てこんな。
言われなくてもそうしたいのに、私たちを地雷原に追い込んだのはあなたたちでしょうが。
勝手にズンズン進んじゃったお前らでやろが。口の
Messenger of God.
私は神の使いと違うんかよ。ばっかりじゃって。
Oh, he doesn't like you. I wonder why. He likes making me, but not you, Toka. I wonder why.
勝手な価値観で私を見ないでもらえる。これだから男は。
ああ、手に負えないであります。
山を出るまで案内してやって。だいたい行かんない。いつまでんおったら本当に殺さんと立ちかんでや。
そんな言葉にホイホイついていくわけないでしょうが。バカじゃないの。
バカとや。使いもんならん言うがかよ。男は嘘をつかん。男は約束は守らなければいけない。一度口にした言葉を守らなければならない。
Oh, how.
一番大切なことじゃって。
Oof.
それで大切なものを守るのが男がよ。
Sadly, kid, that's not the case. A lot of men do lie. Men lie quite often.
男は大切なものを守るためには戦わなければいけんがよ。そういうをバカにしんがよ。許さんだ。
どうか先輩、
何よ。
謝ってください。
なんでよ。
どうか先輩は今この子たちの一番大切なものを踏みにじったのであります。そこは理解してあげなければいけないであります。
めぐみ、あなたはどっちの味方なの。
自分はいつだってトーカ先輩の味方であります。でもトーカ先輩の味方だからこそ、先輩が間違っていると感じた時ははっきりとそう言うであります。
なんかごめん。
自分にではなくこの子たちに謝ってほしいであります。
ごめん。少し すぎたわ。
怒ればいいじゃん。俺らも女の子のことをなんも
They don't know about much. They don't know much about girls, but they seem very eager to find out more.
じゃあって一個賢くなったんだよ。お胸のない子は心の器も小さいな。すぐに切れちゃうやつだよ。
Oh, Kid F, you are so lucky Toka does not have any rounds in her pistol. Holy fuck, Kid F is a savage. F is a savage.
どうか先輩、落ち着いてください。
Oh no. Oh no.
落ち着いてるけど。え？何？この子たちって無知なふりして私に喧嘩売ってる？もしかして。
そんなことないであります。彼らはまだ子供なだけなのであります。
分かってるわよ。ガキ相手にキレ散らかしてる自分が一番ガキっぽいってこともね。
トウカ先輩、どちらへ？
とっととこの森を出るのよ。坊やたちが案内してくれるんでしょ。
勝手にずんずん進んではダメであります。
とにかく急いで味方と合流しないと。
Yes, regroup with the others.
随分経つし、いろいろと心配だし、心配もかけてるだろうしね。
でありますね。
みんな無事だといいんだけど。
Oh, one of them got stuck in a wall, and I think Rena should be doing okay too. Okay, you know what? This is a good place to stop.
5.56 ミリスタナグで90発。
セーブしちゃうよ。
Oh man, yeah. Oh my gosh. Toka definitely gave me. Toka almost gave me a panic attack when she said she was gonna pull the trigger, and when the music stopped and she said that she was gonna pull the trigger, and she said goodbye Megami, and oh my god. Oh. I legit was so worried that I made the wrong choice. I was so worried that all that spiel about me saving their lives was actually gonna be a lie. But I'm glad that's not the case. Oh man. Okay. But yeah, overall, pretty great playthrough. I made with once again another choice that had two drastically different options. So yeah. So now that we have Toka and Gumi out of the woods, so now we have now cut back to, I guess, Surf HQ with Ukawa. So let's see what he's gonna be doing. It looks like just based on the first dialogue, he's gonna be, he's gonna try and resupply Sword in the front lines once again because he asked for ammo. So yeah, let's see where that goes. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, support, and Patreon. Links in the description down below. And I will see you guys next time.